Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and this is The Lost Bear for PSVR. Alright, so the tale begins with a young child intimidating his father in the middle of the forest to get a gift. And what do you know, the kid likes a gift. Look at that. So now on to the usual wildlife lessons that involve using a DualShock 4's motion controls to use a slingshot. Like everybody's childhood, right? Right. Hit those cans. And the father walks off, so of course the son just walks off as well. As you see, the Lost Bear is a pretty pure platformer with some puzzles in it as well, because you gotta have puzzles. And there's some more motion stuff to kind of learn and get adjusted to, like using the DualShock 4's motion controls to turn cranks and things like that. So some things happen. They transpire, those things, aforementioned things. And a creature gets a hold of the kid's toy, which is now glowing. So I'm not wondering if it's radioactive, but it's glowing, so you pay attention to it. The kid gives chase, and now the kid has a score to settle. And some puzzles to solve, of course. It's getting kind of dangerous. So outside of just the environmental hazards, some enemies do appear, and if you come in contact with them, they will kill you. So it's a good thing this kid isn't alone. Oh, never mind. So, yeah, you find a way to deal with being in a confined and closed environment with some sort of mechanical robot rat dog. Huh, looks like we found our solution. And as you continue on, there's more puzzles involving placing your DualShock 4 into these sort of into these controls that let you manipulate things in the environment. Lost Bear is a pretty straightforward platformer. I mean, it is a puzzle platformer, but it doesn't really stray too far from things you're used to for the genre. The presentation is where it's pretty much different. And it's also one of the first times, at least that I saw, that the actual background environment that I was looking in plays a part in what you're doing on the actual stage per se. And of course, as I'm sure you guessed, the bear does not stay lost forever. But there are some areas that are a little dark, and there's some things you need to do in the area that the player is in order to activate some things in the kid's world, in order for the kid to proceed. So do those things. I can't stress that enough. So The Lost Bear is a fairly short game. I think it can probably be completed in under 90 minutes. I enjoyed it. It was a fun platformer. Like I said, very brief. I think the Oddbug did a good job with it. I'm not really sure whether or not it really needed to be in VR. Like, I think the VR aspect of it is interesting. It's like you're kind of sitting in a couch in the middle of whatever environment that the actual gameplay screen is looking at. So that would always change based on where you were. And that was kind of neat. Of course, because this recording was on the television, it seems much further away. When in the actual game, when you had the actual PSVR headset on, if it was much closer to your face, and you feel like you're much more in it. It was a fun game. It was, like I said, it was very short. I think it is worth playing. I'm just not really sure whether that it has to be married to VR or not. But I guess if it wasn't, being 90 minutes might really be a pretty big detractor. So I guess that kind of explains why they went ahead and did what they did. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. Figured pick it up on a sale on PSN, and you should be pleased. Anyway, feel free to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment about other VR games, VR platformers, and watch some of these videos. Thanks for tuning in.